Dis-moi, qui était la comtesse Armand?
And what was she doing here?
Augusta,
Ah, this has to be one of the rare times in your life when you are at a loss for words.
no one by that name came to see me today.
No, that's right. You're right. She's posing as some lady named Susie Carlyle, girl reporter. Why?
Oh, Susie Carlyle, yes, she did come to interview me today.
Oh, Lionel, please don't do this to me. Please. Don't you realize how it makes me feel when I know that you're lying to me? And I see you trying to squirm away. Don't you know? Don't you care how I feel?
Of course I care how you feel.
Well, then please, just once, be honest. Tell me about it, please.
All right, I do know the Contessa Almonte. She didn't want me to blow her cover. She likes being anonymous. And that's the reason for all these disguises.
How long have you known her and where did you meet her?
Let's see. In Europe, a few years ago, we met. She wanted to buy some paintings.
Well, she said that you were friends long ago in college.
That's right. We met in college and then later in Europe.
Eden was furious at her and told her to stay away from you. Why?
Because Eden thinks that the Contessa Almonte is a journalist, and she didn't want me to say unpleasant things about the Capwell family.
Oh, Lionel, do you really think I'm that naive?
I think that you are my beautiful wife and the only woman in the world I love.
No, not now. Not now. I want the truth. Please.
All right. She'd heard that I was here, and she came to buy some paintings from me.
You two should have gotten your stories straight.
Augusta, I told you, the Contessa is secretive. She doesn't want you to know who she is, and that is the truth, I swear it.
And you never slept with her?
I never slept with the Contessa Almonte.
All right, let me just put the question another way. Did you ever sleep with Ms. Carlyle?
I never slept with Ms. Carlyle. Now, could we please drop this?
Oh, I just wish I could, but every time I trust you and let down my guard, up pops another woman.
I hardly know the Contessa.
Well, she seems like a very interesting woman, Lionel. I think maybe I should just get to know her a little better.
Can't we
And when I
just
do,
drop it?
I'll let you know what she's
Please,
about.
let's drop it. Augusta!
Well, I'm sorry, you can't go out
That
there.
is my wife.
There's
Please.
nothing I can do. I'm sorry.
Could I use the phone?
I'm not authorized to let you use the phone.
Then please, would you get the authority? Because this phone call is important, and I've got to make it before it's too late.
But I am responsible, so there is only one way to make you safe and stop the killing. Yes, I know I have killed 4 people because it says so in the paper, but the most horrible thing of all is that I don't even remember some of them. I remember Veronica. I pray to heaven that your sister Eden was not one of them. Although I secretly fear that she was. I will be the 5th and last, because I love you, Kelly, and love should give life and happiness instead of take it away. And there's something else I have to tell you, Kelly. Something I've never told. Just read the end.
And there's something else I have to tell you, Kelly. Something I've never told anyone else.
He wasn't even a suspect.
I don't believe this. Peter's the one who killed.
Where's Peter?
He's gone. He left this. Looks like a suicide note.
Killed Veronica. Killed them all. All those... And there's something else I have to tell you, Kelly. Something I've never told anyone else. I killed Channing Jr. So it's Peter Flint who murdered Channing.
He's probably trying to take his own life now, too.
It's a classic suicide note, heavy on the guilt and a confession.
But where is he?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. I want you guys to check this whole building. Start with the roof, go to the basement, the laundry room, whatever, and ring bells, see if anybody's seen him. Don't forget the garage. You could be sitting in a car somewhere with the motor running for all we know.
Right.
All right.
I bought Peter's lies. He said he saw somebody in the room over Channing's body. That was just a smokescreen. He was the one in the room. Peter was. Shot Channing, then let Joe go to prison so he could move in on Kelly. And I didn't figure that out.
He almost married Kelly.
Dr. Bresley, this is Cruz Castillo. Do you have a minute? Yeah, the other day we discussed Peter Flint's aneurysm, how it's exerting pressure inside his brain. I have a question. Do you have any idea how long it's been going on? I understand you can't answer with certainty.
Dad wanted Joe out of the way, so I blinded myself to the obvious.
Peter didn't say 5 or...
Peter was obsessed with Kelly. He'd have done anything to have her.
How do you...
God forgive me.
Why do you say that?
I made a deal with him after he shot Joe not to press charges against him.
Yeah?
If I hadn't, Veronica would be alive now. Elders would all be alive.
Okay, thank you.
Nothing, Cruz. Not in the building, nobody's seen him. No signs of blood anywhere.
Well, he had to have left by the fire escape.
What's this about bloodstains?
Well, Kelly said that Peter had a wound to his leg and one on his hand. Look at this. There's blood on the windowsill. I'm going to put out an APB on him.
Yeah, we're going to set up roadblocks, too.
That's a good idea. Yeah, put me through to dispatch, please.
Mason? This means you're going to have to let Lionel Lockridge out of prison. This means he didn't kill Channing.
That's a logical conclusion, Eden.
Marcello, I'm so glad you're here. I've been waiting for... Oh,
Tessa,
are you again?
Please leave. Oh, no, not a chance.
Oh, well, if you're not going to leave, I may have to call security.
Oh, go right ahead. I'll just tell them you did something dreadful to that nice friend of mine, Miss Carlyle. Like make her disappear.
Who do you think you are barging in here like
Oh, I
this?
know who I am. Who are you, and what's your connection with my husband?
There's no connection with your husband, and I already suggested that you speak to him about that.
Well, Lionel seems to be just a little confused about that. I mean, you're a recent acquaintance from college, a journalist who collects paintings, but only in disguise. Now, what am I supposed to make of all that, Contessa?
You can make anything you want if it just do it somewhere else, please.
No, I'm not giving this up. It's too important to me. You see, you're hitting me where I live.
I am not doing anything to you, but if you insist on this, I'm going to have you escorted out of here.
I wouldn't do that, because I'll make a terrible scene, I warn you. You see, I love my husband very much.
And you don't trust him at all, do you?
I just want to know who you are.
Yes.
How did Augusta find out about you?
Yes, this is she.
What exactly did you tell her?
It was very little.
Whatever you told her, she stirred up a hornet's nest. She's not through with you.
Yes, I'm very well aware of that.
Don't tell me she's there already.
I wouldn't want to mislead you.
All right, I told her that she wanted to buy some paintings from me, so stick to that story. No, better yet, wait until we talk so that we can coordinate our two stories.
I'll do my very best.
Do better than that. I don't want Augusta involved in this.
All right, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Not going to call security?
No.
Oh. What changed your mind? Not that phone call.
That was a business phone call.
Ah, must have been about selling paintings, huh?
I have no intention of discussing my business affairs with you.
Yes, well, it's very difficult to discuss certain business affairs with another man's wife, isn't it?
I have a very important appointment, and I must shower and change.
Into whom?
If you would like to sit here all alone, you know... Please be my guest.
I have the funniest feeling that we've met before.
You have a lot of funny feelings,
You
don't
see, you look very familiar.
Oh, Mrs. Lockridge, excuse me, please.
Thank you.
Get to you, to your family, to the whole town.
Hold me close to me.
I mean, he was my teacher. He sat in class every day teaching me physics, when all along he was the one who killed Channing.
We were all taken in one way or another.
I want to know where he is right now.
There's a full-scale manhunt on.
How far could he have gotten with those injuries? He was bleeding, Joe.
You, of all people, shouldn't underestimate him.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, we've got to notify Daddy. I really hate to do it.
Yeah, well, he and Gina just left for the island. Maybe we should wait till they get back.
No, I think we should do it right away.
And Lionel Lockridge has been in jail for something he didn't do.
That's right.
I mean, he's innocent. Oh, Lakin.
Ted, where are you going?
There's something I gotta do.
Yeah, Jade and I love Tiger, Tiger Burning Bright, but it's some of those other poems that lost us with all that symbolism.
Yeah, Blake can be kind of obscure, no doubt. Sure, hold those
Yeah,
things.
sure.
Just try and find my keys.
Here we go.
Just before it starts raining.
You know, it was nice of you to offer to help us with these papers.
My pleasure. You know, I included one of Blake's poems in my wedding ceremony.
You did?
Uh-huh. See, it goes like, all around our souls entwine, thy branches mix with mine, and our roots together join.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. All I have to do is say those words, and I just miss that man so much.
Will you be seeing him soon?
From your young mouth to the Navy's ear. Let's put this over here. He's going to get a leave soon. He did have one leave, but he had to give it up for a friend in need. Now I've got this letter here, and I'm hoping I'm going to get an exact date.
You haven't had a chance to read it yet?
No, not yet. But I hope he's going to tell me where...
What's the matter?
Well, this is crazy. I had it in my pocket. I don't know what happened to it.
When was the last time you saw it?
Out in the car. I better go search for it.
They said Lakin's in here?
Yeah, she's... I'll be right back, Ted.
Lakin?
Ted. What are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to tell you how happy I am about your father.
What are you talking about?
Well, haven't you heard? Well, if he hasn't already, he's going to be released. Yeah, Peter Flint wrote out a confession. He confessed to killing Channing.
Are you... Is it true?
Yeah, it's really true.
It's going to be free?
Yes.
Oh, thank God, the nightmare's over. I have to go see him. I have to see how he's doing.
Yeah, I know. But Lakin, I just want to tell you how sorry I am about, well, causing all the problems with your father and your brother about going to Mason. Well, I was wondering, since they've been cleared...
What, Ted? That we could get back together again?
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Oh. I'm sorry, Peter's confession does not change what you did. How could I ever forgive you for that?
You know, I like things better this way.
Which way?
Being on the same side.
Yeah.
I like not having to restrain myself.
Oh, you had to restrain yourself.
All the time, yeah. Of course, it wasn't that hard because you always made me mad all the time.
Yeah, you made me mad too, you know.
Well, I did, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Want to be starting something? Well, we could finish it here, I don't suppose. You want to meet me at the houseboat tonight?
I thought you said that you had homework to do as far as finding Peter.
I'll need a break.
I think I feel kind of funny leaving Kelly, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, if I don't go now,
Maybe I won't let you go.
maybe you won't. Maybe you will.
Yeah. What does she want? Yeah, tell her to come to the study.
Eden, just the person I wanted to see.
Hello, Augusta.
Hello, Cruz.
Catch you later.
Good luck. What do you want, Augusta?
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything to say to you.
Well, you had quite a bit to say to the Contessa Armonti at the jail today, or whoever she is.
I didn't know you were there.
Oh, yes, I was there. You put on quite a show. Telling her that whatever was going on between her and Lionel was over, and you wanted her to stay away from him. Well, I mean, I was quite impressed.
It's not what you think.
How do you know what I think?
I can guess. What do you know about the Contessa?
Oh, no. No. I came to ask the questions, Eden. So you just better tell me the truth right now, because I'm just going to stay here until I get it, no matter what it takes.
Oh, they can tell me the news. I'm really happy. What's the matter?
Nothing. I don't know everything. You know, I thought love was supposed to conquer all. I guess that means all except what I did to Lakin. You know, I would forgive her for anything. Why can't you forgive me?
You know, you two have been having problems ever since I came here, and I know it started a long time before that.
It started before we were even born. She's a Lockridge and I'm a Capel. We can't even seem to get past that no matter what we do.
Ted, maybe it's time for you to face the fact that, all this is really going against you.
What are you saying? You think just to give up on us?
Well, you're both so young. It seems like you have so many strikes against you. There's so many obstacles in life as it is along the way.
Yeah, well, I love Lakin. And I know she loves me.
You know, I loved a guy before I met Larry. And when we broke up, I thought I'd never get over it. But I did, and I loved Larry even more.
I can never feel the same way about anybody else as I do about Lakin.
Well, of course not. You'd have different feelings, but they'd still be wonderful. And there's a whole big wide world out there filled with terrific girls waiting for you to come along.
Yeah, well, I haven't noticed.
Well, you haven't been looking.
Yeah, well, thanks for your encouragement. I'm gonna get going. Oh, I found this outside that has your name on it.
Oh, great. I thought I'd lost it for good. Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry to give it to you sooner.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to open it up right now. I usually wait, you know, but I just can't. Oh, no.
What is this?
He's not coming home on leave. He's months overdue now, and he's had to cancel it again.
Well, what happened?
He has the flu or something, a fever. You know something? If I were allowed to visit him, I'd go even if I were on my last legs. Nobody'd stop me. I don't care.
Well, maybe the Navy won't let him travel when he's ill.
Oh, it's just another reason, and I'm sick of all these reasons. He's my husband, and I want to be with him. Excuse me, Ted. I just want to get out of here on my own. I want to go somewhere. Take a drive. Ted, you've got other things to do.
Look, I know you're the teacher, but
Look,
I want you
I'm
to...
not trying to pull rank. I just want to be left alone.
Well, I think a time like this is when you need people the most.
Sounds like more of my stupid advice. Thanks, Ted, but
Yeah, but get lost. Okay. Look, one thing, though. Your husband knows you're terrific and loves you very much. And he's going to get here as soon as he possibly can, all right? So don't you worry about him.
What if he's really sick?
Well, he would have said.
He says it's not serious, but he is in the hospital.
Well, look, maybe it's just to keep him away from the other men, huh?
He always downplays his problems, so I won't worry. I know he must be really sick, or at least he'd find a way to get home.
Hey, come on now. You can't start jumping to conclusions. You don't really know that.
You're right. But I've got to find out somehow.
Your imagination's just going to run away with you, all right?
Right. You know what I'll do? I'll go down to the office of Naval Administration, and I'll find out exactly what the scoop is. Thanks, Ted. That's what I'm going to do.
That's what we're going to do. I'm coming with you.
Oh, no, Ted, you've done enough.
No, come on now. I never start anything without seeing it through. Now, let's go.
Except for that term paper you owe me.
Yeah, except for the term paper, right. I was hoping you'd forget about that.
Never happened.
Yeah, well, that's that. I'm coming with you. Let's go.
Are you sure you want to come?
Yeah, I'm really sure.
Okay. Let's go.
So, Daddy, you are not a suspect anymore.
I am not a suspect anymore. I'm not a suspect anymore. Hey, wait a minute. Wait just a cotton-picking minute. If I'm not a suspect, why am I still in jail?
I don't know, paperwork, I guess. But you are going to be a free man very, very soon.
Paperwork be damned. Very soon is not soon enough. We're talking minutes here. We're talking seconds. Mason Copwell, where are you? He's probably eating crow. Mason! Guards, take me to your leader. I'm on out.
How well do you know the Contessa?
Hardly at all.
Then why did you tell her to stay away from Lionel?
I think you should leave, Mrs. Lockridge.
Eden, I have never done anything to harm you.
Not for lack of trying.
Look, whenever we've clashed, it's been because I've been trying to protect my marriage or my family.
Yeah, a lioness and her cubs.
Well, I'm not ashamed of that. That's all that's important to me in this world. I know you have some feeling of family.
Yes, I do, Mrs. Lockridge. I try to protect mine as much as I can.
Well, then I am asking you. You must understand how I feel. From one woman to another, please just tell me what you know about the Contessa. You have a right to be worried.
Lionel? The Contessa?
What?
Actually, maybe you're the one to get rid of her, Augusta.
Why does she need getting rid of?
She's dangerous.
How?
Let me count the waves.
Would you please put down that ridiculous picture and answer me? I want to know how. How is she dangerous?
She's very beautiful. And I think that you should be the one to make her leave town.
Well, there are lots of beautiful women in Santa Bárbara. I can't make them all leave town.
Oh, but she's definitely Lionel's type.
No. I am Lionel's type. Let's get that straight.
Why are you here?
Because
Because you have doubts? That's right. The fact is that you can't trust Lionel. He never told you about the endless affair that he had with my mother, did he?
that was years ago, and there were reasons that you don't even know about. Besides, Lionel and I have come a long way since then.
Yes, and I hope you come a long way in the future. I just think that you should do something about the Contessa.
Am I supposed to believe that your trying to help is your interest in saving my marriage?
You can think any way you like.
My marriage does not need saving. I trust Lionel. He loves me, and I am the woman that he loves. Of course, he did have some feelings about Sophia, but that was 15 years ago, and she's dead.
How time flies.
What are you doing? It's your mother.
Let yourself out, Augusta. Please.
Sophia.
Here you go. Soda, take care of that headache for you in no time.
How am I going to wipe this last week out of my memory?
Start out on our honeymoon again. Only this time you go shopping with me. And I keep my eye on you the whole time.
Joe, don't blame yourself.
I go a little crazy every time I think about Peter hurting you, terrifying you.
How do you feel about me?
What are you talking about?
About what happened at the house he took me to? I was so scared, Joe. I asked him if he would just hold me. And he wouldn't listen to me. He warned. He begged me not to fight. Like the others had. And I knew what he'd do if I did. So I just played along. Oh, God.
Sweetheart. My love. You told me not to blame myself just now, right? That goes the same for you. Peter Flint was a madman. He was a killer. You saved your life by doing what you did. I am so grateful to you for you doing that. Because if you hadn't, Kelly, you are so precious to me. I love you more now than before. I love you more each day.
I can feel him.
Kelly, you are beautiful and clean and good. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to convince you of that. Baby, baby, I love you.
Still in the hospital. He's in stable condition.
Well, he wasn't covering up for something worse after all.
Yes, he was. He didn't have the flu.
Well, what is it then?
It was contaminated water that he drank at some port. 2 other men died from it. But they say he's going to be okay. At least that's what the Navy says.
Well, it's the truth.
Are you optimistic or just clairvoyant?
No. I was thinking about it while you were in there. If he were in real bad shape, well, then there is no way he would have been able to write you that letter.
I guess you're right. I guess he's so stubborn he's not going to let a little thing like contaminated water get him down. I'm really sorry about all this. I'm not handling it very well.
Hey, come on now. I think you're doing just great.
Oh, thanks. I just miss him so much, and I'm glad he's just not around to see it.
Well, he'd understand.
I just don't want him to worry or feel guilty about us not being together. I knew what I was getting into when I got married.
Well, maybe you didn't realize how tough it'd be.
No, I did.
You know, I suppose there's some couples who've been married 20 years and they haven't had it as good as we have.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about Lakin and me. That's why I don't ever want to give up.
Then you shouldn't. Maybe you should stick right in there with it. I know I'm in this marriage for the duration. I don't even care that he's got another love.
What?
Flying those jets over naval carriers.
Yeah, right.
You know, he is living up to his lifelong ambition, and I'm really happy for him. Not many people have a chance to do that.
No, not many.
And I'm not going to change any of it.
You cold?
Yeah, a little.
Here, take my jacket.
Wait a minute, what about you?
Well, I haven't been running around outside in the cold rain.
Oh,
Here,
are you
come
sure?
on. Yeah. Now what I think you need is a little, something warm on the inside. Something like, hot soup or hot chocolate.
Ooh, sounds like the best deal I've heard all day. Except I don't want to drive around in the rain.
Well, then I'll drive for you.
Okay, got yourself a deal.
All right, I'll, see you on the other side.
Okay.
It's okay. You're safe. It was a bad dream. Come here, and I'm not leaving you.
No. Peter's not dead, Joe. I know he's not. He's still alive. He's alive and he's gonna come after me again.
You really like to keep people waiting, don't you?
Well, Augusta, I came running the instant I got your urgent message. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Lakin told me about Peter Flint's confession. I'd like to know why my husband has not been released. You were quick enough to misuse your power and arrest him with insufficient evidence. Right in the middle of a ceremony in front of television cameras on the most important night of his life. Well, where are the television cameras now to record his vindication? And I do hope you're going to give him a public apology. It's the least you can do, since you had no right to hold him in the first place. Why aren't you saying anything?
I'm sorry, Augusta. You were on such a roll, I didn't want to interrupt.
I just want my question answered.
Certainly. What was the question?
I want to know why my husband hasn't been released.
Ah, yes, I recall you asking that earlier.
You are the most petty, infuriating person I think I've ever met.
Thank you, Augusta. Now, about your husband.
Look, if he isn't released immediately, Mason, I'm going to give you a lot of trouble. Do you understand that?
Indeed, I do, Augusta, but the wheels of legal machinery grind rather slowly, but the papers are being processed even as we speak.
I certainly hope so.
In the meantime, would you like to see Lionel while you're waiting?
Yes, I would.
Good. I can arrange that right this way.
That is, of course, if the wheels of machinery don't stop that, too.
No. It should be as simple as rhubarb pie. You know, it's going to be rather boring without Lionel around here. He's been holding a virtual salon ever since he got here. Colorful people coming and going constantly.
Really? Colorful people like the Contessa Armonti, for example.
Oh, you know about her?
Oh, yes. How many times was she here?
I'll have to check with our concierge and let you know.
Never mind.
I'd be concerned about the Contessa, too, if I were you.
My only concern is my husband.
And that's what I meant. I'm surprised you haven't bribed me to keep Lionel in jail and away from the lovely Contessa.
You're not very amusing, Mason.
Augusta, of all the insults you've heaped on me over the years, that one cuts the deepest.
I'll keep that in mind.
Levity aside, I am interested in the Contessa. For one thing, I have the feeling I've seen her before.
Do you?
But I can't remember where.
You know, Mason, I hate to concur with anything that you say, but oddly enough, I have the same feeling.
Do you? Interesting. Well, how fortuitous. Come in, Lionel. I'll be back in a moment, you two.
I'm sure you will.
Officer?
Ta-da! My one and only.
Oh, my dearest, my sweet, my darling.
Oh, my gorgeous. Has this been some day?
Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
My sentiments exactly.
Oh, I only wish I'd been the one to give you the news, but if it had to be somebody, I'm glad it was Lakin.
So am I. What is that scent? What is that divine scent?
I poured the whole bottle all over myself just to titillate your senses.
Well, you have titillated my senses. In fact, if we weren't in this room here...
Lionel, stop it. You still love me, Lionel?
How can you even ask? Huh?
Sometimes. I just need to hear you say it. Like when you walked in here and said, my one and only. Am I your one and only?
You are my one and only. My beloved. My helpmate. My soulmate. My love.
I need to trust you.
If you're thinking of the Contessa Almonte, don't.
I expect you to make all my fears go away tonight when we're alone.
I will.
Ah, well, I see you two have gotten acquainted.
Is that an example of your dry wit?
Dry rot's more like it. Have you done the job yet that the taxpayers pay you to do?
You'll be happy to know I've been busy as a little beaver, Augusta.
Am I free to go?
You are. Of course, you'll have to sign some papers first, just a formality, and you'll want to pick up your valuables on your way out.
I've already collected her.
Well, how sweet. And as a special favor to our most popular prisoner, Lionel, I've arranged for you to go out the back way.
Yeah, who asked you to do that?
Well, I just assumed that...
You assumed? Don't ever assume anything with me, Mason. No, you and I don't even live on the same planet. If you have an intention of slipping me out the back, Jack, forget it. You marched me in the front in handcuffs for the entire world to see. I'm going to leave the same way, minus the handcuffs. Augusta, will you do me a favor?
Yes, my darling.
Will you call the press and announce to them that the show is about to begin? Do you have change for the phone?
Yes.
Good.
A word to the wise, Lionel. Don't push your luck. You're not out of the building yet. There's still a few charges I could dredge up if I felt so inclined. Resisting arrest, jumping bail, assaulting an officer of the court.
Don't even try it, Mason. It wouldn't stick in a million years. You probably make a bigger fool of yourself than you are now, which is virtually impossible. My darling Augusta, we're out of here.
It's delicious.
Yeah, once you've had a jalapeno chili burger, you'll never go back.
Do you always order this much food when you come here?
Yeah, for starters, yeah.
You mean there's more?
There's dessert. I usually get the ice cream, but Lincoln always gets the special. Hot fudge sundae cake.
Hot fudge sundae cake? Oh, I think I've gained 4 pounds just saying that.
Yeah, that stuff is the gooeyest stuff I've ever seen. Lincoln always seems to get the chocolate sauce all over her face. So I lick it off.
Larry and I have this pie eating ritual. He likes the filling and I eat the crust. What's the matter? You lose your appetite?
Yeah, I guess my eyes are bigger than my stomach.
Guess mine are too. I'm not hungry anymore either. Ted, you've been a wonderful friend to me. Thank you.
Wish Lakin thought so.
Hey.
Oh.
It's a conquering hero.
Conquering hero. It's more like a battle-scarred foot soldier, I think. But thank you anyway, my darling daughter.
Oh, Lakin, that's lovely. I love it.
Did you do this all by yourself?
Oh,
Huh?
Daddy, it's so good to hear you say that again.
Say what? What did I say?
Well, all my life, whenever I bring home a picture from school, you'd always say, honey, did you make that all by yourself? It made me feel so good.
Oh, isn't it funny how the little things you think about? Like, all the time I was in jail, I kept thinking of you the way you tilt your head a little bit when you smile. It's just captivating.
It is.
Yeah. And your mother, you know, the way she reaches out and holds my hand when we're about to land in an airplane as if touching me would comfort her.
It does.
Oh, I know I've been thinking a lot about the little things Warren used to do when we were small.
He used to put crickets in my bed and salt in my milk. I miss him.
We all do. Where is he?
Well, we'll all be back together soon. What? Is that a bottle of champagne I see before me? A cork staring at my heart.
To celebrate your homecoming.
Oh, you think of everything,
Yeah.
Mason. I think we'll keep her.
I think we should for as long as possible.
There you go.
Oh, here
Thanks, darling.
Oh, isn't this beautiful?
You sweetheart.
You want to make a toast, Mom?
Absolutely. This house is now a home again, and we're very grateful to have you back.
I'm very grateful to be back. You know, it's amazing. When I was in jail, I didn't realize how much this house meant to me until I faced the possibility of never returning to it again.
I know. I kept trying to imagine what it must have been like for you in jail.
Don't. Oh, please, don't ever even try to imagine it again, because I had no intention of ever going back there again. Yeah, here we are. Well, I'm going to go in and hug Minx, and then I'm going to have the longest hot shower in the history of showerdom. I'm going to stand there until the water turns cold.
You do that.
Here, I'll go put these in the kitchen, okay?
Okay, thanks, darling.